freaking believe it. Hey, how's it all going out there, guys? Now, I'm actually working in my shop out here in Moab, Utah, and everything's, okay. It's all working out pretty good and stuff. And I got a little bit of case of laryngitis, and I'm going to tell you why. The dryness, it hasn't rained here in 2.5 months. We got smoke from California fires that are atrociously polluting Moab, Utah. I'm sorry to say that, but the fires are polluting Moab, Utah. You can't even see the mountains hardly. You can't see nothing. It looks like a thick layer of fog everywhere you walk. And until it rains or until something gives, we're pretty much screwed. I've actually been wearing this thing. This thing right here, I'm going to show you what it is. It's called a head sock, okay? And what you do is you kind of go, you see what I'm saying? You kind of go like that. And what that does for me is, yeah, this is COVID-19. Yeah, mask. Wow, gee. No, I'm not wearing it for that. What I'm wearing it for is it keeps my mouth and my throat, what can we say, lubed up, because I'm breathing in warm air. And when you're breathing in this dry air, it really sucks. So, yeah, I've been wearing this, but I can't wear this right now because we're doing stuff outside here that we're going to be looking at. I got some of this. I've been spraying it in my mouth every now and then. And I haven't been doing a lot of talking, and I definitely haven't been getting that loud due to the fact if I start hollering and screaming, I'm just going to let you know something, okay? And I'm going to let you know real loud here, all right? My voice will be... Do you understand? Okay? I cannot holler and scream out here because my voice will be gone. Laryngitis sucks. I actually was without my voice for approximately 2 days. Very depressing when that happened. So I'm going to put my teeth back in. We're not going to holler, but I'm going to get the message across to tell you what the situation really is. So let's go out into the shop and see what the deal is, because this is kind of a little, SWRNC DIY Auto School walk around. Everybody likes these, and it's kind of an update of what's going on and where we're at, and the situation at hand. We're working on the Roadrunner. Okay, you might as well say this is our first body job that we're doing over here at SWRNC Moab DIY Auto School Moab. We got our signs hung up. Okay, I still got to make my DIY Auto School sign. We haven't done that yet, but we got signs. So I've been doing body work, and let me tell you, these bolt-on body parts on this car are atrociously disastrable. Have I already said atrociously today? Have I already said that word once? I think I have when we were talking about dust. So anyway, the word of today is atrociously. If you hear me say it 4 or 5 times, you're going to get the message, and you will see what's going on when we use the word atrociously. I've been doing body work on this car for, let's see here, 3 days, and everything's looking good except for the bolt-on parts. I'm talking about the fenders and the doors. The owner is already aware of that, and more than likely, we're going to have to use some Evercoat slick sand on these parts because the bodywork on them is, what can I say, atrociously horrible. The bad part of this sail panel, this rear sail panel of the vehicle, bodywork galore. But I think we got that rigged up. That's fine. It's the doors and the vendors that really suck. So our first body job over here at DIY Auto School, it's going pretty good, and things seem to be moving along. We're actually starting work on the Mercedes-Benz Bodywork, and you can see over here where we got some Dynaglass. Excuse me, please excuse me. Okay, dust, remember that word. That's the word of today, dust. No, it's atrociously dusty dust. Yeah, there you go, bitch. So we're starting the body work on the Mercedes, and it's coming along really nice. If anybody remembers this car, this was a nightmare. This was a rust-tail job from hell, atrociously rusty, I might say, atrociously. And we were talking about dust. Let's go ahead and look inside the car. This is just from sitting here. I just want everybody to know that. Look at this. Yeah. So, yeah, atrociously dusty, dust. All that's from just sitting here. Inside my shop. As we work on the Mercedes. So I got my buddy over here, and his son wrecked his new truck. Well, it's not new, but it's newer than these, 2011. And he calls me and says, my friend Pete, my son wrecked the truck, blah, blah, blah. Can you fix his truck for him? I said, yes, I can fix that truck. I can do that. So it turned out to be the front bumper, the upper bumper cover, and the lower valance. So let me tell you about this situation real quick, and you're not going to believe it. There's only one place on the western slope, and I'm talking the western slopes being all the way from Cortez, Colorado, which is way over here, all the way around into Grand Junction, Colorado, and then all the way up. I'm going way up to Salt Lake City and then back around, and I'm sure, you know, over there in the High Sierra Desert somewhere, we're going to count that as well. There's only one place that sells aftermarket parts, and that's Keystone. And they're located in Salt Lake City. So living out here in Moab, Utah has really taken the toll on the mail order bride situation. And when I say mail order bride, I'm talking 85% of everything you need to do a job here. You have to either drive minimum 125 miles or have it shipped in. So I give these guys my address. I had to fill applications out, but I was already a customer with them in Dallas. Hold on one second, please. And then we're gonna get back to this. Did I say atrocious? Did I say dust? Have I said that? Okay, yeah, I think I did, but, okay, hang on one. Oh, there. Okay, we'll let that kick in and it'll work. I haven't been talking a lot. This is the most that I've talked probably in the last 4 days. But anyway, back to the story. So I already had an account with Keystone in Dallas, but they didn't give a shit. Even though it's a national-wide company and they're owned by LKQ, which is basically buying out every junkyard in the United States and cornering the market on used parts. They already bought Keystone out. Now they're the king of aftermarket parts. So I order all these parts from this place in Salt Lake City. And I told them I want Kappa. I want everything to be Kappa because I don't want any mistakes. Since I have to order it, I can't drive it back to you. I can't do nothing. So just give me the best shit, not the cheap shit. So they go ahead and pack it up. I give them my address. And they tell me that they can't send it to a house. That it's against their rules and regulations to send parts to a house. And I sat there and I explained to him, I am not a fucking house over here. I have a shop. Okay, a big giant. Matter of fact, you don't even see my house. It just happens to be on the same property. It's behind my shop. So you don't even know that. Well, we delivered it to 32 Tangren Lane, L-A-N-E, Lane, and it was a house. Okay, let me explain something to you very clear, jerk off. I don't live on Tangren Lane. My shop is not on Tangren Lane. It is on Tangren Circle. CIRCLE, just like I explained to you in fucking detail when I filled out your stupid fucking application that I already have an account with the company that you are fucking me around. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get that changed in accounting for you. Where's my fucking parts? They're sitting over at Napa Auto Parts in Moab, Utah. Napa Auto Parts? Are you shitting me? So, Manny the Body Shop girl goes over to Napa Auto Parts to pick up our box. And let me see here. Hold on a minute, because our name's on it somewhere. Where's our name? On the box. There it is. Right there, Southwest. Yeah. So, what does that say? That says lane. LN, lane, not circle. I'm gonna go ahead and bitch and complain for a minute. The guy that put this cul-de-sac in, why the fuck did he name it Tangren when there's already like 7 or 8 fucking Tangrens out here? Why did he do that? Okay, thank you. Why didn't he name it like, you know, Dusty Dirt Road or Red Sand Dirt Lane or Dust in Your Face Street or some shit like that? He had to name it fucking Tangren Circle so it would get confused with every other fucking Tangren in Moab, Utah. Did I tell you I don't even have a sign on my fucking street yet? Because the county, I ordered a sign 4 months ago. They haven't brought it. So I'm gonna have to make a sign out of a 2x4 and a piece of fucking wood, and I'll hand paint Tangren Circle on it in giant fucking letters. It's atrocious. Atrociously atrocious. So we finally get our parts. My buddy, his son wrecks his truck and says, "Can you fix it?" I said, "Yes." I didn't know our parts weren't here, see? I didn't know they were at Napa Auto Parts. So, by the way, Manny the Body Shop girl said, "Don't worry about your parts. If they can't deliver them to you, this is the depot for Moab, and everything will get dropped off here if they can't find you." And Manny the Body Shop girl also said that there was like 30 or 40 boxes sitting out there with people's names on them that they needed to pick up. So I guess, you know, that's how the operation works in small town USA. So now that we see what the real deal is here and that I'm back to work and I got my shop going and everything's wonderful and delicious, let's get on to the atrocity of the situation, and let me tell you why I'm actually pissed off. Now, I've already talked about this building several dozen times of how atrociously upset and depressed I am about it, because the price of the materials that I need to finish this out, this is my paint booth, people. Okay, this was $8,500 for this fucking building, plus the concrete that I had to have poured. Okay, so this was gonna be my custom dream come true paint booth that I was gonna build myself, and I could paint anything in it, and it was gonna be atrociously, beautifully delicious situation. It turned out to be a fucking nightmare fiasco because the COVID virus has ruined the, what can we say, resale market of industries. I cannot afford to finish my paint booth out because OSB board, this is what I need. I need 60 sheets of OSB board and I need all the insulation, has gone up atrociously in price that says my friend Pete can't afford it. So this has become a $10,000 fucking storage room. That's what it is. A $10,000 storage room that I can't afford to make into a paint booth right now. Now, I got all the lights here. This is all the lights. And all the electrical shit that I need. I got two fans. I got one big exhaust fan here, and then somewhere in all this fucking mess, I actually have another exhaust fan, brand new exhaust fan. So I kind of double whammied myself because, oh, here it is right here. Here it is. This is our other brand new exhaust fan. And the reason I got two is because I don't really know how I'm going to make my exhaust system yet. So I figured I'd go ahead and get both of them, and then whichever one I don't use, I'll either take back and get a refund or sell it. Well, getting a refund on it ain't gonna fucking happen, because by the time I actually build my paint booth, the warranty or the deadline for getting warranties at Home Depot are gonna be gone, and I'll be stuck with the bitch. Let's move down the line. So what I have to do is I'm gonna have to rely on building a temporary paint booth right here. Now, I've already talked about this. Okay, I've already talked about this. You guys probably heard about it if you're a regular. But today is a celebration, because today is the very first day over here at SWRNC DIY Auto School Moab that I am actually going to paint something and make some money. I'm going to paint a bumper cover. This is my neighbor's son's truck that he wrecked, and the bumper cover needs to be painted. So what I got to do is I put tarps down, I put a tarp down, I have blown the shop out the best possible way I could. Atrociously fucking dusty shop, that I might say. And then we will go ahead and paint that. I am depressed because I have a paint booth building that I can't afford to finish. So I will make a temporary paint booth in this area right here to paint cars in. But the deal is it's a celebration in a way, because this is my authentic first painting job that I'll finish here, and it's a crap ass day because over here at Southwest Riding Custom, Moab, Utah, we're kind of getting screwed on the situation. So I don't know if I should be happy, sad, or glad. You know, I'm a little bit of all the above, and that's just a little walk around of the situation that's going on over here at DIY Auto School, SWRNC, and hopefully we will have our paint booth done someday. I can't afford it now. I'm gonna have to wait until the prices of material drop, and I'm afraid to say that until this coronavirus bullshit is over with. This is another thing I'm afraid of. It went from $7 a year and a half ago. It's up to $30 fucking plus for one sheet of OSB board. And what I'm thinking is that people are going to get used to paying that price, and these companies are going to make trillions of dollars, and they're going to say, you know what, fuck it, we ain't dropping the price. They're used to paying that much, keep the fucking shit at that price. We don't care. And it's going to be just like everything else that you purchase, and the price has gone sky high, okay? It ain't coming down. And it's all due to this scandalous bullshit thing called coronavirus that has not just ruined, okay, society, and has blindfolded them, and has what can we say, brainwashed them to be undishumanized, but it has ruined the market of resale and purchasing and everything else that you can think of imaginably doing or buying in the world. Because everything now has a shortage. Everything is shorted. Oh my God, we have a shortage. It's all because of the virus. We don't have any more. It's all shortaged. It's shortaged. It's a shortage. Well, let me show you my shortage, bitch. Right there. That's my shortage. Okay, take that, stick it in your fucking ass, and quit playing the fools. Or should I say, quit playing the smart ass and making everybody out to be the fools. I'm not a fool. I know what's going on. And you should too. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, giving you updates. And let me put my finger back up there. I love that finger. My son bought that for me in the Philippines when he was out there with the Navy. It's a beautiful finger. We're going to talk to you later. This is Pete. We're over here at DIY Auto School. We're over at SWRNC. We're working today. Dusty, atrociously dusty, and more dust, working and trying to get shit done. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, we got to go. We got to go. Well, we went ahead and painted our bumper cover in our other room over we got other problems. We got other problems besides that. Here's something else about living out here. Let's go ahead and turn the light on. Can everybody see that? Do you see what's going on here? Do you see the action that we're having today? We got a little smart ass that thinks he's gonna hang out here for the winter time, but that's not gonna be possible because sooner or later he's gonna be evicted. So we were talking about our $10,000. It was about $10,000. Actually it was over that because I paid, I think it was $8,600 for that building. I believe that's what it was. And then I paid almost $2,000. I paid $2,000 for the concrete. Now, I could have bought a paint booth. Brand new, a brand spanking new paint booth. I could have went ahead and put it in this other room. And the reason I didn't do that because there's a lot of people probably saying, well, why didn't you just get a paint booth? That doesn't even make sense. You got that big giant shop with all that room and you didn't even put a paint booth in there. Because I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Okay, that's number one. Number two is I didn't want to cut holes in the roof of this building. I don't want to cut holes in the roof. And then when I go to sell this place, when I go to get rid of it, if that ever happens, it's got a giant hole in the roof, and then I got a paint booth building inside here. Believe it or not, when I got rid of my shop in Dallas, it was kind of semi-hard to do because I had a paint booth in there. And being in a small town like Moab, there's not many people here that's going to want to shop in a semi-residential area that has a paint booth in the building. It's a little bit different than Dallas. So by me not getting a paint booth and putting it in here and getting the building outside was basically an upgrade of property value because you can actually take that building outside, and when I'm done with it and I'm done and gone, the person that'll take over this place will have another building for another shop or storage or whatever they want to do. So it was actually better in the long run to do what I did by getting that building. But the real deal is, I don't know if this little temporary situational paint booth situation that I was planning on putting in here is gonna actually work. Now, I painted this bumper cover yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it came out okay, but if it was actually a car that I painted, I don't think it would actually work. Let's go look at that, and you can make your mind up. So let's get our lights on. That's another story we don't want to talk about. But actually, to be honest with you, the lights actually work pretty good. Huh, okay. So let's go ahead and look at this. All right. Now we're talking a little bumper cover here. This is a small plastic bumper cover. We got trash in it. I don't know if you can see it by the light here, but it's got dust on the top of it here. This would be the top. So there's just dust, trash everywhere. The finish came out nice, but what I'm really concerned about is the dust. Now, normally in my other shop in Dallas, if I would have painted this out in the open shop that I had out there wouldn't be no dust in this little thing. So when I'm looking at this thing, and I'm thinking to myself, if there's that much dust on the top, and you can't see it in the camera, but believe me, it's covered with dust, and we're talking fine sand. We're not talking dust specks, we're talking sand that is contracted from outside being in the desert. There's no way that I could paint a car in here because the whole top of it, by the time we got done painting a car, okay, it's going to be totally different. Sorry about that. Okay, back to the situation. So, I was gonna go ahead and cut it off here, come around here, and then cut it off in this area, and we were gonna have ourselves like a 20 by 20 paint booth room. I was gonna make it out of tarps. Another problem we have is this fan. This fan over here, why is my camera fucking up? I'm sorry about this. We got camera difficulties going on. Another problem we have is the fan. And the reason I'm saying the fan, that fan sucks a lot. It sucks. I can literally open this door over here, okay? And I don't know if you can see this or not, but I had to put a cinder block between the door and the wall, all right? And the reason I had to do that is because that fan sucks so hard. It's 8,750 CFM per minute is what it's sucking. If I turn that fan on and I don't have this door open to circulate the air, those vents will not open. That fan is super, super, super sucker situation. So if I make my paint booth, let's say, out of tarps, and I kind of, put a wire up here, and then I'll have a tarp that's going, from one end to the other, and then the same on the other side, and then, have one sliding on long. It's gonna suck them tarps, okay? It's gonna be like a vacuum, and the tarps are gonna be flopping and everything else. So I'm gonna have to spend money on building walls, okay, portable walls, and if I spend that money to build these portable walls that I need, this is 20 feet, and then I'll have to build something for the top, because look what we got here. We're doing Bodywork on this side. We got Bondo dust. All right, see here, look at this, look. Okay, we got dust. We got dust flying at son of a bitch. Motherfucker, I left my fucking office door open. That was a mistake right there. Our little friend might find his fucking way in there, bitch. Oh, believe me, ain't no fucking rats or mice gonna be living in my action. I can tell you that. So you kind of get the idea of what's going on here. The only way that I can make this into a paint booth situation is I'll have to actually build wooden frame structures and cover them with ABS plastic. And then we got the situation of, look what I got on the floor, I got a tarp. You know why? Because I don't want to get overspray all over the floor. So now you understand how screwed up and how ridiculous the whole situation is from this COVID virus and what whoever they are, okay, what they have done to mess it up and really stick it in our ass to say, hey, I'm just a consumer. I'm the one that gets fucked all the time. If it wasn't for all this virus action shit going on and everybody using that for an excuse to jack the prices up on everything that they can think of so they can squeeze you and make money off you and wring your fucking neck and laugh about it, if it wasn't for that, my paint booth would be done. Plain and simple. This is Pete. You see the deal over here. We're trying to work. We're trying to get shit done. I don't know. I really, really don't.